Today, we're going to tackle a question that is, let's be honest, on pretty much every business leader's mind right now. How do you build a team that really works? One that mixes the absolute best of human talent with the power of artificial intelligence. The secret isn't picking one over the other. Nope. It's all about making smart, strategic calls on what to automate. So let's dive in.
And this is the big question, isn't it? The capabilities of AI are just exploding so fast. What seemed like pure science fiction just a year or two ago is now a tool you can use today. And that makes the decision of who or, what to hire next way more complicated than it's ever been. So how do you actually make the right call?
This right here, this quote is the key to everything we're talking about. It's not about replacement, it's about reinforcement. The real goal is to build a hybrid team, a place where every single task, whether it's done by a person or an AI, is put in the perfect spot to push your business forward.
Okay, so let's start with AI's superpowers. Where does this technology just absolutely shine? We're talking about AI agents that can do anything from simple, rule-based tasks to way more sophisticated stuff, like generative AI that can actually create content. We're gonna break down the exact tasks that are just begging to be automated, so you can free up your team for more important work. Think about all those high-volume, repetitive tasks that just eat up so much of your team's day. AI is a total master at this stuff. It can handle that first wave of customer questions, automatically sort your inbox to find the important emails, and finally put an end to that endless back and forth of trying to book a meeting. And listen, this isn't about getting rid of your admin staff, it's about elevating them. When you take away that admin burden, you free them up to focus on what really matters, supporting your team and customers in a much more meaningful way.
Now let's talk data. This is where AI is an absolute powerhouse. It can pull information from all over the place, update your CRM with perfect accuracy, and even whip up first drafts for your standard emails. I mean, just imagine an AI that not only answers a customer's question, but then uses that very same question to automatically build out and update your FAQ page. That's the kind of speed and precision that can totally change how your business runs. You just saw that acronym ETL. It stands for Extract, Transform, and Load. Now, it sounds super technical, I know, but the idea is actually simple and incredibly powerful. Think of it like this. An AI agent automatically extracts or pulls data from all over the place. Your website analytics, your sales software, you name it. Then it transforms it, basically cleaning it up and putting it all in the same format. And finally, it loads it into one central database. The result? Your data is always clean, consistent, and ready to go. No more manual data entry nightmares. Okay, so we've seen where AI is amazing. Now, let's flip the coin. Where do we, the humans, have an advantage that is, for now at least, completely irreplaceable? This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Look, AI is incredible at spotting patterns in massive amounts of data, but it has zero strategic vision. It can follow rules to the letter, but it can't make a creative judgment call to save its life. It processes information at lightning speed, but it has no emotional intelligence whatsoever. See? This isn't a competition. It's about understanding that these are two totally different but complementary skill sets. So what does that mean in the real world? It means the most critical, high-stakes stuff. That has to stay with people. You need real human empathy to handle a really unhappy customer or navigate a sensitive talk with an employee. You need human creativity and abstract thought to set the long-term vision for your entire company. And you absolutely need a human leader to inspire a team, build a culture, and manage conflict. These are the things that require nuance, values, and a deep understanding of what makes us, well, human.
All right, now for the really practical part. How do you actually decide which tasks go to the AI and which stay with your team? Well, this is your strategic playbook, a super clear framework to help you make every single one of those automation decisions. It really just boils down to these three simple steps. First, you have to evaluate how predictable the task is. Is it pretty much the same every single time, or does it require a ton of flexibility? Second, you gotta assess the empathy factor. How much human connection or creative judgment does it need? And third, and this one is huge, you have to consider the risk. What's the potential damage to your brand or your relationships if an AI messes this up? Answering these three questions will give you a really clear path forward.
And this chart is a fantastic tool to help you with that first step. Basically, you can sort any task into one of these four buckets. You've got mechanical tasks, things like formatting a spreadsheet or paying bills. These are perfect candidates for full automation. Then you have complex analysis, like finding trends in your sales data, also a great fit for AI.
Creative production is where it gets interesting, like writing the first draft of a blog post. This is a great place for a hybrid approach. Let the AI generate the content, then have a human come in and add that brand voice and creative flair. And finally, you have human-centered work, building key relationships, high-stakes negotiations. That stuff should almost always stay with your team.
For that second step, assessing empathy, you really have to think beyond just pure efficiency. I mean, sure, an AI could send a follow-up email to your biggest client, but would it feel cold and impersonal? Could it actually damage that relationship? Or here's another one. Does having a real person listen to customer feedback give you these unique insights that an AI just wouldn't catch? These are the questions that help you protect that human value at the very heart of your business.
And that brings us to the final and maybe most important step, risk. An automation mistake in a customer-facing role can have massive consequences for your brand. You have to think about how it will affect everyone, your customers, your partners, even regulators. And critically, do you have a manual backup plan? Because over-relying on automation without a human fallback, well, that's a serious vulnerability.
So where does all this lead us? It leads to building a hybrid future for your team, one that's founded on that key principle we started with: reinforcement, not replacement. Look, as of today, the smartest companies aren't asking if they should automate anymore. That question is settled. They're asking how they can do it strategically to empower their people and scale their business in a way that actually lasts.
This quote just brings it all home, doesn't it? When you put the right work in the right hands, human or machine, you create a sustainable path to scale. It's a simple formula, really. When all those repetitive, rule-based tasks are handled by AI, your team is freed up for strategy, for creativity, and for genuine human connection. You're not just getting more efficient, you're building a smarter, more resilient company.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't really about technology. A smart automation strategy is a strategy that protects your most valuable assets: your people, your profitability, and your forward momentum. So I'll leave you with a challenge to take back to your team. Look at everything you do and ask yourself this: what is one mechanical, predictable task that you could hand over to an AI agent tomorrow? And what would your team do with all that time you get back? How would you use it to do the brilliant, strategic, and creative work that only humans can do?
Let robots handle the repetitive. Humans handle the growth.